What in the Hell in a Cell is wrong with Hell in a Cell that the WWE refuses to build it up? I'm Chris Wolvie, the wrestling vlogger who always tells it like it is. Okay, with last year's Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, I decided that if the WWE wasn't going to plug it well enough, I sure as hell wasn't. So I just had a bunch of texts giving my predictions of the 4 matches they announced. Turns out there were a few more matches just thrown in for shiggles. And mind you, this was with a capacity crowd watching live. Now for what could be the final pay-per-view in the empty Thunderdome, unless they extend the lease on the Amway Center, which is possible given that the NBA won't be back until after Christmas, we have 5 matches announced, 3 of them inside what was once the most feared structure in the WWE. Of course, the only reason it's painted red nowadays is to hide the fact that no one actually bleeds inside the steel cage on steroids, and the whole match has essentially become a no disqualification match confined in the ring and about 3 feet outside it. I mean, at least Shane McMahon had the nerve to get out of the cage and elbow drop announcers' tables in some of his final matches. Even the fact that both primary titles and a women's title are being contested inside the cage doesn't alter the fact that this could almost be as bad as the horror show at Extreme Rules. Almost. It's hard to suck worse than that one, but I'm sure they're going to try. And the other 2 announced matches, hardly worth the mention really, but let's see if I can get my picks all right this time. Here are my predictions for Hell in a Cell 2000. We start with Jeff Hardy versus Elias. Great to see Elias back, but not so great to see the Jeff Hardy is a drunkard storyline back. Come on, Sheamus ran that into the ground, and like I said before, I'm getting tired of Elias switching between face and heel every 6 months or so. Pick a damn side and stay there, will ya? Truth is, though, if Elias wants to stick around, he had better get a big win. And what bigger win than against the former Intercontinental Champ? Oh, Jeff is still riding high, but without a big push, Elias will end up walking with, I don't know, maybe Impact if he's lucky. Winner is Elias. Sorry. Match for the Money in the Bank contract, Otis versus The Miz. As much as I thought giving Otis the contract was a huge mistake back in May, if only because it would break up heavy machinery, which it did, now that Otis is alone on SmackDown, the contract is all he has. If he loses that before he cashes it in, he's done for in the WWE. Not that Miz deserves the contract himself, mind you. Despite his still entertaining presence, I think his main event days are far behind him. He does more on Miz and Mrs. than he truly does in the ring lately. This is a toughie. I think I'm going to have to go with Otis this time. SmackDown Women's Championship, Hell in a Cell match. Bayley defends against Sasha Banks. For the love of Mae Young, can we please get Ronda Rousey or somebody like her back so that the title stops bouncing between these two? And Banks is getting almost as bad as Elias when it comes to side turns. I'm honestly starting to think Banks is a legit boss. Because she's micromanaging the hell out of the women's division. But whatever. Bayley has been champ for far too long as far as I'm concerned. I'm sure she'll get the title back someday, and I applaud that the WWE has even allowed champs to hold onto titles for over a year, while defending it regularly. Lesnar's reign doesn't count to me. But if someone has to take the belt, I guess Banks will have to do. Winner and new champ Sasha Banks. WWE Championship Hell in a Cell match, Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton, Part 3. Usually a gimmick match like an ambulance match ends feuds, but I'm guessing Orton has nude photos of somebody, because why the hell else would he still be getting title chances? I've heard rumors that no matter who wins, maybe Otis will cash in on them and reunite Heavy Machinery. But either that or The Miz will cash in on the other title winner. But either way, if that does happen, the Money in the Bank title loser club will have a fourth member. No way Otis beats anybody then. Orton, McIntyre, Reigns, Uso. No. But as for this match, this has got to be the end. Orton has got to move on to better targets, start pushing more talent. And unlike Banks, I don't think McIntyre's reign is quite too long yet. It'll be a nasty match without interference with legends this time, but McIntyre will find a way to win his first Hell in a Cell match. Winner and still champ, Drew McIntyre. Finally, an I Quit match inside Hell in a Cell for the Universal Championship, Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso. So, let me get this straight. The reigning, defending, undisputed Universal Champ says that when his cuz utters those two little words, he'll be, what, ostracized from the Samoan family along with his brother Jimmy? Reigns makes it sound like the Usos will be dead to him and everyone in the tribe if Jey loses. I mean, you can almost see a Reigns versus Rock match in the near future, can't you? In any case, I still don't think Jey is primary title material. Without Jimmy to back him up, he'll give Reigns a beating worthy of a main event, but the Roman Empire will still be intact. And then, well, I guess Jimmy and Jey will just have to go back to dominating the tag team titles, where they belong. Winner and still champ, Roman Reigns. Those are my picks, or votes, if you will. I'll probably remind you next week if I have a column, but vote early if you can, or on November 3rd if you must. But vote, damn it! I'm Chris Wolvie, the wrestling vlogger, who always tells it like it is. Stay safe, and I'll see you.